Medz, I have a fun fact for you.
Is it really fun?
It's really fun. It's about astrology, the best topic in the world.
That doesn't sound really fun to me.
It's absolutely fun. Guess what I found out from my coworker?
You found out that your star sign means you're going to die in 3 minutes.
Well, we already knew that. But no, actually, I learned Capricorns, they can't be racist.
What?
Yeah, according to my coworker, Capricorns, they can't be racist. Not possible.
Untrue. I know many Capricorns, and they are pretty racist.
I have never met a single racist Capricorn. I've met a lot of racist Sagittariuses.
Is it only an American thing? I feel like this is like only an American thing that a lot of these like star signs are racist.
Racism only exists in America.
Like, okay, what if I looked up like Donald Trump?
He's not gonna be a Capricorn.
He's a Gemini?
Bro, of course he's a Gemini.
Of all people, he's a Gemini?
No, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Are you telling me you notice this man and you don't think he's a Gemini? You don't think he has like that two-faced attitude? Explains his wishy-washy policies?
Honestly, that does make a lot of sense, but I'm also very wishy-washy as a Scorpio, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh. And Elon Musk is a Cancer? You know, Cancer men?
Are they compatible?
I don't think they're compatible.
That explains them. That explains why they broke up very aggressively.
Yeah. Oh, the terrible Daddy Trump, Daddy Musk divorce.
Oh, so sad. That is so sad. I bet you Elon was just trying to get married to Trump so he doesn't get deported back to South Africa.
Oh my gosh, 90 Day Fiancé exclusive video. Elon Musk and Trump.
I would not be surprised. You know, honestly, now that I think about it, do you think our own president could like take a US citizenship test and pass?
No hesitation. He could not pass it. I don't think I could pass it. And I took A-Push in high school.
Oh, what a nerd. What a fucking nerd.
I'm a fucking nerd. I was in AP
student
classes doing those DBQs. You want to know one of my most fond memories from my high school A-Push days?
Tell me.
I was doing an at-home DBQ. And while I was doing the at-home DBQ...
What's the DBQ? Discussion?
Oh, discussion-based question. Did you melt?
I'm listening. Discussion-based question. Thank you for letting me know. I was waiting for you to continue.
I'm not used to you listening to me. It was actually quite unnerving.
Yeah, I know. I don't really listen. I'm actually just on my phone playing Subway Surfers as we speak, you know, just like best part about being an animated version of ourselves.
Honestly, the fucking mood. As I was saying, so I was doing an at-home discussion-based question, a DBQ, as us A-Pushians love to call it. And I had like a bookshelf above my desk, and I had all my books and like my history books. And it was about like JFK and RFK, not our RFK, JFK's RFK, Bobby Kennedy. And in the textbook, it called him Robert Kennedy. And I was like, yeah, no one fucking calls him Robert Kennedy. That is fucking Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy through and through. And I swear, the ghost of Robert Kennedy Jr., or whatever the fuck his name is, fucking came down and threw a history book on my head, and I got hit square in the head after saying that.
I think you just really upsetted some spirits, and I think, you know what, it's because you couldn't pass a citizenship test.
I don't think I could. I even took civics. I took A-Push. I'm this huge history nerd, but I think if I was asked to do a civics test, I don't think I could pass. Like, the paperwork process to get your citizenship alone is insane. And the poor judiciary courts that process it are totally overwhelmed. And so you're going through this hellhole of a process, and then you have to take an insane test that no actual American citizen could pass. I have so much respect for people who have actually gone through the process of getting their citizenship.
Then why don't, you know what? If that's the case, why don't we just take a little test right now? A quick little civics practice test.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
from
gosh.
2008 during the financial housing crisis, you know?
From when times were good, when illegal immigrants were rocking.
When they were just going, having fun, you know, people were just waltzing on in. I'm sure even after 9/11.
Oh my gosh. And it's from the immigration services. If we don't pass this,
ICE is watching us.
ICE will literally come down and knock on our doors.
This is gonna be a fucking doozy. You know they don't care right now. They will just kick you down regardless. And I'm a brown guy.
Yeah, you're not safe.
I'm an alien. I'm literally an extraterrestrial, bro. Like, I don't belong here. And they're probably gonna kick down my door right now and take me away. They're gonna put a black bag over my head, tie me to a chair.
You state hopping alien. You state hopping alien.
Let's just see if we can pass this. Okay, I think this first question should be relatively simple. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's a fucking layup. It's a layup.
What is freedom of religion?
No one is allowed to practice religion. Religion illegal.
If we can pass this, oh my god, you can practice any religion or not practice any religion. I think that's clearly what that freedom is. I think you're just stupid.
Oh, look at the little visuals. The freedom of religion is the ability to practice any religion or not practice. Damn. Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to hear you talking your baby voice. I'm trying to pass the test.
I'm sure there is one weird guy who would love to masturbate to my baby voice.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. You want to keep speaking? You want to keep talking in baby voice?
No, actually, no.
Keep talking in baby voice. Come on.
Name one U.S. territory. I think they all are. I know Guam is one. I think Bermuda is
okay,
one.
But this is 2008 though, so like we gotta think back in 2008.
I think they are all. I think the Cayman Islands might be British. I don't think those are ours.
It's not Haiti. It's not Cayman Islands.
Haiti used to be owned by France.
I think it's Guam.
I want to say I think it's Guam.
Yes. Okay, we're right.
Guam.
Woo! The 5 major ones.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. That's where every single rich person goes to. Like Logan Paul.
Wait, what? Logan Paul went to Puerto Rico?
I think he lives in is it Puerto Rico or is it Costa Rica? I can't remember. I think it's Puerto Rico. Because like that's where they have like it's like a tax haven. It's a straight up tax haven. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, that might be Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
I think it's Puerto Rico. I don't even know.
All my Latinos and Latinas.
Yeah, he lives in Puerto Rico. He has a $13 million.
He lives in Puerto Rico? Didn't he also just have a daughter?
Something like that, I think.
He just got married. He has a daughter, and they're living in Puerto Rico.
Look at this. He's got a $13 million Puerto Rican estate. Like, bro's living. Look at this. He's living life in Puerto Rico. That's the only reason this entire.
Ew! What is that face? If a guy made that face to me, I think my vagina would fall out of my body and like fall inside out like a shark throwing up.
And then it just comes out of penis.
No, it wouldn't come out of penis. It would just be dead.
It's like those flippable dolls. Like, you know what? You like those plushies you flip in, like, and they turn into a different plushie.
Yes. I have one of those of a Snivy. I have a Snivy one from Pokemon, and it flips into. Yeah. No. SNIVY.
Oh, you're right. I can't type. My keyboard's dying on me. Oh my gosh.
You are not.
There it is.
That's the exact one I have.
Oh wait, that's actually pretty cute. It's in a little Pokeball. Okay, I
the
like
only thing I don't like about it is it's fucking limp.
I thought it was called Snivy.
It has to be limp. Is it Snivy? I always say Snivy.
I thought it was Snivy. Am I wrong?
This is the true test of America. Let's see how it's pronounced.
We're getting so off topic. Classic ADHD moment. Snivy pronunciation. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm right, bitch. I'm right.
Wait. Snivy. I'm asking to practice. Okay, it's Snivy. Fuck. I thought it was Snivy.
Yeah. Nope, it's Snivy.
Ew. It doesn't. If it was pronounced Snivy. If
I get deported out of America, I could at least import myself into Japan. One of the. I was gonna say like the Unova region, like in Pokemon world, but yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, you know all the Pokemon.
Unova, ironically, is the American equivalent in the Pokemon world. Unova is based off of America. I think No, that's not the one that's based off in New Jersey.
I thought it was the UK.
No. You're thinking of the other one.
Which one?
Univa's black and white. You're thinking of...
Oh, X and
I
Y?
think
Not
it's
X and Y.
no, Scarlet and Violet era.
Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, you're right.
No, not Scarlet and Violet. Shit. Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield is UK.
I don't know Pokemon. I'm bad at this game.
Scarlet and Violet, I think, is like Spain or some sort of Latin country.
Ah, okay. Well, hey, at least we got the second question right. And Guam.
Yeah, Guam.
What group of people was taken to American and sold as slaves? Yo.
As a white person, I step away from this question.
Okay, how about you answer it then? You gotta answer. You're in 2008 after the financial crisis. Okay, 9/11 is fresh on your mind. You gotta take this test if you want to get into the U.S. Otherwise, they're gonna take you as a terrorist.
I am a whole 7 years old. You know what I find so funny too is the options on this test. Like, it's so funny because I guess like they knew how many different types of people we have actually genuinely like enslaved or treated poorly. Like they could have put Native Americans, they could have put Latin Americans, they could have put in so many other communities.
They could have put me. They could have put Indians.
But they literally chose the Dutch, the Canadians, the English, the three like whitest communities, and then Africans.
It is actually so crazy. Well, I mean, yeah, it is African, so there you go.
It is, but it's funny.
In what month do we vote for president? Why does it say like broken English? In what month do we vote for president? Not the president, just president.
For president.
I mean,
el presidente.
The only reason I know it's because it's when my birthday is. So
Damn.
That's I'm just gonna put November.
November.
So far we're doing too good. We're not doing too bad. 5 out of 20.
What the fuck?
What?
Who's the commander-in-chief of the military?
Oh, the Attorney General.
Wait,
fuck!
No, that's the president.
Wait. Oh, and military. Oh.
Isn't the Attorney General the health one?
I don't think so.
Wait, which one is...
That's the Surgeon General.
No. Damn, see? Deported.
Ah, shit. Hey, whoa. It's only one question. It's a very easy thing to mix up. Let's just wait about this one. Name one branch or part of the government. Oh, easy. Come on.
Parliament.
Yeah, we have the Queen.
Congress.
Congress
is like such a boring one too. Come on. Could've given me...
Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Was it was Truman?
No. Truman was the one who did Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He is such a goober too. Like if you look at a picture of Harry Truman, he was not that I promote nuking countries, but he's like such this like adorable looking man. Wait, no, Eisenhower. Yes, I'm thinking Truman. Truman is just like this big glasses dorkazoid.
Oh, you're right.
Very adorable. Look at he's like
even his picture. Like, even when he's a kid, he looks cute.
He's like such an adorable little man.
And they elected
such
this
an
man.
Adorable, and he's the one who bombed Japan, nuked Japan.
He had to make the tough call. He's not as sweet as he looks on the outside. This
is like looks like a cinnamon roll is a killer.
But
it's I want to say it's Roosevelt because in that era I think it was Herbert Hoover, and then are you Googling the answers? I hear you typing.
I'm DMing somebody, I swear.
Oh, wow. Totally distracted during the podcast. So rude. So rude. You know what ICE would do if they saw you messaging someone during the test?
No.
They would take your phone and beat you over the skull with it and then shove it so far up your fucking ass that their fingers twiddle up in your mouth.
No! Are we putting Franklin Roosevelt? Are we putting Franklin Roosevelt? It's Franklin,
because Herbert Hoover was the one who put us in the Great Depression. Roosevelt got us out.
You're right.
I remember because Herbert Hoover, he got one run, and then he attempted to go for a second run, and his campaign slogan was literally, couldn't be worse. Like, that was his slogan. Like, it can't get worse. It can't get worse, everyone.
Guys, it's okay. We don't have to drop nukes on anybody.
No, not for another few decades.
What is the highest court Supreme
The
Court.
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. Easy. How many U.S. senators are there? Is it at
50.
That was like 50, right? For each state.
Yeah.
So
Senator. No, wait, shit, it was 100. Fuck. It's two for each.
Two
state.
each. We're so.
I forgot
we
to
are
multiply.
fumbling, Robyn. We're getting deported, Robyn.
That was such a layup one, too. We are going to get so many people being like, you fucking idiots.
You were just flexing how
two?
much of an A-push nerd you were.
I said I was still getting deported. I was not flexing.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Shit.
Do you remember how many amendments we have?
No, don't Google it.
I didn't Google it. I was going to my fucking voice mod because my audio was broken.
You fucking bitch. It's definitely not 10. I know it's between 23 and 27. For some reason why I thought we had 29. Like, if this was an open-ended question, I think I would say 28 or 29. So I want to go with 27.
I think it's definitely 27. It sounds like the right number.
Yeah!
I didn't Google it, I swear.
Bro, you fucking Googled it.
I didn't Google it. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I am doing this test correctly. Like, even if I fail, at least I will have the honor of ICE deporting me, knowing that I tried my very best. And I'm not a cheater like you. You're so out of college and you're still cheating. No, you're still cheating.
Okay.
Cheater, pumpkin
I'll
eater.
do this one right perfectly. Name one right only for United States citizens. Oh yeah, attend public school, clearly. Wait, what?
No, run for federal office.
What the fuck? Wait, name one right only for United States citizens.
Freedom of speech is like in our general stuff. Anyone can really attend the public school, and that's sort of like just what we see. And honestly, I don't care. School is important. And you have to be a U.S. citizen if you want to run for federal office. Not only do you have to be a U.S. citizen, but you're also supposed to not be incarcerated. Like, if you have a criminal history, you shouldn't be able to.
Clearly, we were failing this test, you know.
Exactly.
If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes the president?
Shit. It's either the Secretary of State or the Secretary of the Treasury.
Why would it be Secretary of State?
Because I think the Secretary of State is like the next one below Vice President.
Are you sure?
I think so.
It's
not going to be the Speaker of the House, because that's a totally different branch. And I've never heard of the term President pro tempore.
I bet you that's exactly what it is. I would not be surprised if it was.
You want to pick A and see that the answer is B?
I mean...
Go ahead, do it. I dare you. I dare you. Pick A so that you can see that the answer is B.
Speaker, we're both wrong!
No, it's not! What do you mean? What do you mean it's the Speaker of the House? That's a totally different branch.
I don't understand. Is it different? Did they change it in 2008?
I think that's a conflict of interest.
I'm looking it up. I'm Googling it because of this. I'm angry.
I swore it was the Secretary of State. God.
I can't even...
Oh my gosh.
It is the Speaker of the House. It is always the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It has always been that.
Bro, who's our current Speaker of the House? I know it was Nancy Pelosi, but I don't know who it is now. Supposedly Nancy Pelosi has like amazing tits.
Where did that come from? What do you mean she has nice tits? Wait,
like
whoa.
Whatever.
What do you mean she has nice tits?
No, but there was like a picture of her in a bathing suit, and I just remember.
I'm looking at this is gonna be fucking up my search history right now.
Like, look at her rack.
Okay, damn, you're kind of right.
Her rack looks like mine.
You're kind of right though. What? That's not her.
That's such bad Photoshop.
That is definitely. Why is Tucker Carlson looking at her titties? Like, what the hell?
Because we're all looking at her titties.
This is why you know the news has got. Oh my god, you're fucking right. Holy shit.
Literally.
Mommy milkers.
She's got mommy milkers.
The left one tells you how much she's gonna be making off the stock market. The right one is the one that sells.
Damn.
I'm telling you. Her titties are the ones controlling the stock market.
No, we didn't answer my question of
Mike Johnson was his name. I don't know who that is.
Who the fuck is Mike Johnson? Honestly, I don't trust Mike Johnson. So if we assassinate Trump, and I'm fine if the FBI comes down knocking on my door. If Trump gets, oh wait,
he's kind of cute.
Maybe He looks like Truman.
Yeah, he looks like Truman. He's got the Truman
Okay.
vibe.
I hope he doesn't have terrible. Look at his smile.
He's cheesing for the camera.
You know, if Mike Johnson becomes like president after Trump and Vance both like fuck too hard on a couch and die simultaneously, like, you know, his ass is going to nuke the first country that messes with us.
Yeah, he's
just from that face
he's gonna
alone.
get pissed off. Fuck Vance because unfortunately Elon left him, but he has a hole in his heart now. So he's gonna go straight to JD Vance, go to their nice little White House bed, and then all of a sudden a giant eagle is gonna come in and rip their heads off both.
That's crazy.
But anyways, next question.
Next question. Next question.
What is the capital of the United States? Okay.
Wow.
How old do citizens have to be to vote?
I'm just 16.
16. 18. Get the fuck out of here. The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
I think it's...
We just talked about...
No, that's the Senate. The House of Representatives is different. So the Senate is 2 per state. The House of Representatives depends on, like, the size of your state. And that's because, like, the Senate is supposed to give representation to, like, smaller states, like, especially, like, Rhode Island, where they're very, very small, will have a very, very low population, but they deserve, like, a right to speak and have a say, versus the House of Representatives, where it's based off of either, like, size or population, so that, like, if no one is living in fucking, like, Nevada, then they're not going to control everything for the people, like, who live in New Jersey, where 1,000,001 people live in this tiny ass state alone. So I think it's 435. That was... No, wait. Yeah, I think it's 435.
You're right.
Damn, look at me.
Right. I was not accepting that at all. I was just listening to you.
I didn't even have to fucking look it up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't Google shit. I've been on this one place and one place only. I would never cheat on a 2008 civics practice test.
When must all men register for the selective service?
They don't have to.
Yeah,
Isn't that the draft?
Penis wielders do.
Penis wielders? Is that what you're calling us
now? Yeah. Don't all penis wielders have to, like register? Isn't the draft and the selective service, like, the same thing?
We're not required to serve in the military, though.
No, but isn't selective service, like, when they, like, you, like, put your name down and then they snag you whenever they want you if there's, like, a draft?
I mean, I think men... Okay, no. You don't have to enlist, but just in case there's a war, we will get drafted.
It's between 18 and 26, because I think if you're older than 26, they're like, you old fugly bitch.
I know it's definitely this one, but I also don't know if it's required. That's my only thing. I think it is required.
It's required. Because when high school came around, all the, like, little boys were like, oh, look at you, titty-having bitch. You don't need to go to war. Like, they were gonna fucking go into the military. Like, really? Really?
I gotta wait 2 more years. 2 more years that I can escape.
Johnny, you weren't gonna ever make it into the fucking military. You don't have to worry about it.
Who makes the federal laws?
The state.
That ain't the states.
I think it's Congress, because Congress determines legislation.
Yes, and president has to propose.
The president has to approve it, but, like, they could also veto it, but everything sort of goes through Congress. Yay!
Why did the colonists fight the British? Because they didn't have self-government, because the British army stays in their houses. All these... Wait, because of high taxes?
Dude, I wouldn't want a British man in my house. I don't blame him.
I mean, that is true, actually. Yeah.
Irish man, maybe.
No,
Australian man? Yes. But I do not want a British man in my home. Sorry to all our British viewers, you are not allowed in my home.
Honestly, I wouldn't want them either. Okay, they're gonna hog
up. You're not
up.
allowed in my home, and you're not allowed in my Fuddruckers.
They are gonna hog up all my food. They're gonna ask me where the tea's at, and I'm like, ma'am, sir, whatever you are, I only drink coffee like a normal human for my caffeine intake. so you can
No,
walk your way.
they
out
don't
of here.
even need to do all that. I just don't want to fucking look at their face, and I don't want to look at their teeth.
Hello, governor.
Governor?
Did I say at your
Well,
house this
actually,
evening?
Maybe, like, if they were, like, Jacob from Assassin's Creed or Evie from
Oh my
Assassin's
God.
Creed, maybe
There's
I'll
always
let them
that
into my
one
house.
exception. There's always that one.
But, like, they're
exception.
hot. They're hot. You know who I'm talking about.
I
Jacob and
don't.
Evie Fry.
Oh, and this is I never played Syndicate.
Like, they're so yummy.
Bro is just Jack the Ripper.
No, he isn't Jack the Ripper because there's a Jack the Ripper DLC where Jacob and Evie have to try to figure out who Jack the Ripper is. And it's not Jacob.
So you would let Jack the Ripper stay in your house, is what you're saying?
No, I'd let Jacob stay in my house.
What if he was Jack the Ripper?
Then he's still allowed to stay in my house because he's still Jacob.
But he's Jack the Ripper.
And you
He's
can
gonna fuck
rip
you
up
up.
this pussy.
Coochie Destroyer inbound.
Coochie Destroyer inbound.
Literally.
Hey, a little blood never killed anyone.
Anyways, I think it's all of these.
I think it's just because of the British people in their houses. Damn, who is that woman? I love her fit.
She got the pilgrimage look, of course.
Oh, Molly Pitcher.
Oh, fire a cannon at the bottle of Monmouth. Wow.
Is she the one who also made the flag?
Oh yeah, she made the U.S. flag.
I think so. I think she's the same woman who made the U.S. flag.
I'm learning so much about history today. Betsy Ross. No, you were completely wrong.
Oh, damn. Molly Pitcher did something whack, though. Like, more than just firing a cannon.
Yeah, you fucked
She
up.
might have been a field nurse.
I think you just fucked up. I think you just don't know your history like you think you do.
No, I think she was either a field nurse and obviously
She
legendary figure.
was a legendary figure for the American Revolutionary War, associated with bringing water to soldiers and reportedly taking over a cannon at the Battle of Monmouth after her husband was wounded.
I would still count that as a field nurse, though.
She's a glorified water boy. Water woman.
Bro, this woman fucking shot a cannon.
Okay,
Is-
so can a 5-year-old.
Is the plot of Waterboy based off of her? Or what's the fucking Adam Sandler movie?
You're just asserting my point that she's a glorified water boy, okay?
No,
5-year-old at a
Like,
Little
she's
League
like,
game would do the same thing.
no, don't you dare disrespect a woman in history. You fucking man. You're doing this shit on fucking Pride Month?
Hey.
Pride Month?
Hey, whoa, what are you talking about? This is up right now on 4th of July. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we're recording this during Pride Month.
Sorry, can't hear you. I don't think Molly Pitcher was gay, by the way.
Bro, she is a gay icon.
She literally talked about her husband. She's the one that helped
And-
her husband.
Well, so I actually saw a YouTube short about this, about what gay icon really means. And gay icon has now transformed over the years. The new gay icon is like a gay that is iconic. But like I want to say pre-2010s, but definitely like 90s and 80s, gay icon was any straight woman that just felt like they were representing the queer community. Like Lady Gaga, gay icon. Cher, gay icon. Like, it's all straight, Dolly Parton, gay icon. Like, these are all, like, straight women who just represent the gay community.
So can I be a gay icon, even though I'm not gay?
Like, you could, but you'd have to actually be a fucking ally for once.
I am! When did I ever
Yeah,
say
sure.
I wasn't?
You
Okay, you know what?
literally just said Molly Pitcher wasn't a gay icon.
I am just gonna say this right now. I love gay people, okay? That's why I like you, Robyn. Okay, I wouldn't tolerate you if I
Damn.
didn't if I was homophobic.
You wouldn't tolerate me if I wasn't gay?
Anyways, next question. We have 2 more left. Why does the flag have 50 stars?
For 50 states. There were 50 original colonies. Imagine if we had 50 fucking colonies.
That would be pretty crazy. We would be a fucking army of many white people.
Honestly, though, I feel like that. Well, that actually might be the worst idea possible. It's either the best idea possible or the worst idea possible. Like, if we cut up states even smaller.
Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, Canada can do that with their provinces. We just like being fat Americans in our fat American states. I mean, literally, sometimes a state is the size of a country in Europe, which is kind of insane to me.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Texas is like the same size as Europe, I think. All of like Europe.
Did not realize that. That's actually insane to me. We could just so basically, if I ever go to Texas and travel around, I would basically be just traveling around the entire country of Europe, or like the entire.
It literally is the case, though. Like in the same span that it would take me to drive from where I am, which is definitely not like in the middle of New Jersey, but like the time it would take for me to drive to like New York City, like no traffic, just physically drive there, I could like pass by 3 different countries in Europe.
Yeah, if only there was no traffic. Unless there was teleportation technology, I would probably assume that.
But it's like New York City is a very close distance to New Jersey, and I am like on the closer side. It's like crazy. It's whack.
I suggest we get hover cars like the Jetsons, and we fly instead of drive.
Bro, we can barely drive regular vehicles.
We get flying traffic now. We get air traffic.
We can barely handle the air traffic we have.
Like, imagine cutting people off while flying in a hover car. That would be the fucking funniest thing. You just go under them or over them.
That is true.
Utter
What's
chaos.
stopping us?
Nothing. It's just technology, guys. Come on, catch up, AI. I don't want you guys to replace thumbnail artists and shit like that. Can you guys just make flying cars already?
Yes, flying cars. One
Well,
for each state.
That's one for each statement. Now, we're left with one last question.
Oh my gosh, really?
What is the name of the Speaker of the House
Our
now?
boy Mike Johnson! We
What? No,
totally Googled this answer.
2008, though.
No, but maybe it was updated.
It's 2008!
Well, it's not Kamala Harris. It's not Joe Biden.
All right, if it's Mike Johnson. Oh, shit.
Yeah!
It is Mike Johnson. Mike! For the win! Which means we got 16 out of 4. Oh, isn't that like a 70%? 80%.
80%. I think that's
Did
passing.
we pass? Did we pass?
I think we passed. I think we just barely passed.
We're not getting
What is
deported.
the passing grade? We're not getting deported.
Hold on. What is the passing grade? I need to know what the fucking passing grade looks
Watch,
like.
it's like 81%, and we failed.
Citizenship passing score. My keyboard is having a spasm right now. Why is my keyboard having a spasm?
Because it hates you.
It actually kind of does. At least 6 out of the... Oh, 60? Wait.
Oh.
At least the questions are drawn from a list of... Wait, what? There's only 10 questions in a real citizenship test?
And it's, I guess maybe it's based off of a pool of 100?
Wait, why are people complaining? 60%? You're basically getting a failing grade to pass. There's no way this is real.
I think that's fair. I think that is real because, like, we like barely passed.
Wait, hold on. No, I think it says 88%.
Wait.
So
the percentage above denotes the pass rate, not the rate you need, not the percentage you need to hit.
Initial civics test pass rate.
This is the pass rate. This is how many people are passing the test, you freaking nincompoop.
Then this is easy. The why are people like, it's so hard to get in here? I'm like, guys, come on, just pass it. Just get 90%. You know, it's easy. You know.
Well, maybe there's like harder questions on there that we just happen to not get. Maybe we got all the layup ones.
We're gonna look up the hardest questions. We're looking up the hardest questions.
Okay.
Hard questions. Okay, hard questions. Let's look up the hardest fucking test. Here we go. This is from the New York Times.
Dang.
How many
amendments?
We just had this one. This is
We
27.
did this 27.
Which of these is something Benjamin Franklin is known for? Electricity, first person.
No, that was John Hancock.
Big
big fucking cock.
I love him slapping his cock all over the fucking piece of paper that we call the Constitution.
He discovered electricity with his fucking key and
No!
kite and what?
Is
no,
that... No, he didn't discover. I don't think he discovered electricity.
Bro, he literally fucking keyed and kite.
I don't think he discovered electricity. I think it was somebody else. Maybe
No.
Who discovered electricity? There's no way. No. Yeah,
it's our Benny boy.
No, Ben was not discovered by electricity wasn't discovered by while Ben is famous for his kite experiment, his work was built upon discovering others like William Gilbert. Like, he wasn't really known to discover electricity. So we're just bad. You
want to know what Benjamin Franklin is really well known for? Fucking MILFs and GILFs. That is what he's famous for. He literally was straight up like, I will only fuck women post-menopause, because his like mentality was he could nut in them as much as he wants and have no repercussions. Straight up quote.
Man, I wish presidents would say that more often. Oh, wait.
Wait, we like already have that
We have
with
it
fucking
worse.
Clinton and Trump. Well, actually, no, they're fucking little girls.
You're right.
You know that, well, I guess Ben Franklin was never really president, but I think we need a president like Ben Franklin. I think the next president we should vote for, they have to fuck MILFs. Even if they're a woman, they have to fuck MILFs. We need MILF lovers for president.
But aren't they themselves old-ass fucking grandpas?
No, it could be young people can fuck MILFs.
You said president, but majority of our presidents are literally like one step away from the retirement home.
Yeah, but they're allowed to be as young as 35, I think.
You think we're ever going to get a 35-year-old president?
I think JFK was pretty close. How old was JFK? I think he was like
JFK
37.
was at least in his 40s. There's no way he was almost...
I thought he was in his late 30s.
How old was Hitler? No, not JFK when he became president.
Whoa, what is
43.
your search history? Okay, but still, what are you saying? 43 is unk status?
It's pretty old. It's pretty old out there. You're hitting your midlife. And even Hitler was 56.
Bro. Well, we're not allowed to until 35, so if you think about it, he was only like 7 or 8 years old in president years.
I'm not gonna lie. Hitler did look good at 56. Not gonna lie. Like, he does
Bro,
not look 56
you
at all.
know that shit's photoshopped.
Bro, they didn't have Photoshop back then.
No, actually
Look at
they
this.
did. No, they straight up did. What they would do in order to Photoshop photos like back in the Victorian era is they would actually like scratch out pieces that would sort of blur the area around it.
This is literally a video screenshot right now. He does not look like he's 56.
That looks like it's from The Sound of Music.
History.com. That's where it's from. Like, all these pictures, you can't tell me they photoshopped every single one of these pictures. There's
you
no
never
way.
know.
There's so many. Look, he's just sleeping. Bro wasn't even awake to get mad at them for like not like touching up his
That
photos.
is fucking funny.
Like, if you didn't know who Hitler was, you would think, oh, just some cute little white man just sleeping on a little hammock.
Funny thing in relation to Hitler,
Oh,
if you
God.
can believe that. So I used to do my lipstick like pretty much mostly like in the center of my mouth because I felt like doing it all the way, I felt like I looked like a clown or I like looked too sexy and like it didn't look right. Like I got that baby face. So I did it like in the center of my lips. And one day a guy like told me, he's like, nah, I really think you should like try like doing it to the corners of your lips. Like just see how you like it. I was like, okay, you know what? I vaguely respect your opinion. So I did it to the corners of my lips and I wore it to work the next day. And my one coworker was like, oh, are you wearing lipstick today? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you wear lipstick often? I don't think I've ever seen you wear lipstick. I'm like, I literally like do at least 3 times a week, if not more. And I just do it in the center of my lips. Like I focus in there. And he's like, oh, like a Hitler stash. I had Hitler lipstick for the longest time. And I didn't even realize it. I had hit stick.
You guys had the hit stick. No, I don't think it's not considered like a Hitler thing. You know, I don't think that makes sense. That coworker
No,
of yours just wanted to make
it's
your life
because it's
miserable.
like in the center of my lips. It was like in that Cupid's bow area.
Yeah, but people don't put all their lips in the lipstick. You know, they don't always put it all the way, right? Some people do that.
Yeah, I like what I was trying to emulate was like the geisha lips or like the Chinese courtesan lips, like the cute little heart-shaped lips. And I guess it was like
It came off as Hitler.
It came off as Hitler. That's what I get for being German. Uh-oh. Who was president during World War I?
Yeah, I think that was Woodrow Wilson.
FDR. Wait, no.
FDR was World War II and Depression.
No, wait.
It's Woodrow.
World War I came after the Great Depression? When did World War I happen?
Before the Great Depression.
Did it?
You are the history buff
I don't
here.
think it's Woodrow. Damn.
1913.
That's crazy.
You're actually bad at history.
Damn. I forgot about that, man.
The reason we went into the Great Depression is because of World War I.
Oh, you know why I forgot about him? Because I always think of Churchill. I barely think of Woodrow Wilson because Churchill was like the real Regina George of that era.
He's a gay icon.
No, do not say Woodrow Wilson was a gay icon.
No, Winston Churchill.
Oh, Winston Churchill. I don't think he's a gay icon either.
He's a gay icon. I would say he's a gay icon.
He is like very hardcore conservative.
Look at him being a little. Look at how cute he is in this picture. Bro's a gay icon. He's peacing out.
Look at the fucking drawing of him over there.
Oh,
That is devious.
Bro, it looks like
That
Cheshire
is
the cat. Like, oh,
I bet you one person has that fucking tattooed on their body.
I would get that tattooed on my body, not gonna lie. That's a pretty funny picture to have.
If we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will force Medz to get this tattooed on his body.
On my ass.
He'll have Winston Churchill tattooed on his ass.
I would love that more than anyone. So subscribe now and follow the podcast wherever you are.
Subscribe.
Do it so I can get a tattoo of Winston Churchill on my butt cheeks.
Okay. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in into these things.
Don't worry. We're already getting the ICE agents are on their way already. We're at this point. This is just
that is true. We're just killing time.
We're just counting down the clock. Let's see. Which statement correctly describes the rule of law? The people who enforce the laws do not have to follow. I think this is a trick question. I think no one is above the law.
Yeah, but is that really true?
I mean, is it true? No, in practicality, no one should be above the law. But you know, that is the law. The law is that no one is above it, but therefore some people decide to bend the rules. No one should be. So I'm gonna say this one. Yeah, you rule.
You rule.
But don't forget that in America, the law is king.
Fucking Thomas Paine is a Thomas Paine in the ass.
Just like you right now, as I'm answering the questions. Under the Constitution, which of these powers do not belong to the federal government? Okay. I don't think it's... Well, not print money. Oh, wait. I think it's print money.
No, I think the Treasury is under... Yeah, the Treasury is under federal government reign. Declare war would be under the federal government.
Ratify amendments? Can they not ratify amendments? Oh, they could actually. No, they can't.
Shit.
Make treaties with foreign powers. Declare war.
I feel like these are all of them.
I think Congress is the only one that can write off on war.
Maybe it's ratify amendments because I think individual states can also ratify amendments.
No, why would a state? No, the amendment to the Constitution is federal law. It is literally the lay of the land.
There's also state constitutions.
What the fuck is a state constitution?
States have their own individual constitutions too. That's like a huge thing when it comes to Roe v. Wade. Is that some states are ratifying those rules in their constitution while others are totally getting rid of it.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm stupid. I don't think of it as the state constitutions. I don't think of state constitutions. I just think of state laws, you know? I don't think of them as constitutional fucking laws. But I'm gonna
I'll let you decide.
I'm gonna be real. I think it's print money. Fuck!
Damn! Watch me!
Hey, listen, I was in between, okay? I was in between.
I was right.
Whatever.
I was right, and I'm never letting you live it down.
We elect the U.S. Senator for how many years?
I think there are 4.
They're also
as well.
6?
What? Oh. Oops.
We have 3 wrong so far. I think we're 1 away from failing, so we better not fuck this up.
That's crazy.
Who is the Chief Justice of the United States right now? What the fuck? I don't know.
I think it's Kavanaugh.
No, is it? I don't know. The problem is we don't know when this is.
I think it's Kavanaugh.
2019. It's RBG. It's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was alive then.
Is it?
No!
We were both wrong.
John G. Roberts? When did she die? She didn't die in 2019.
But was she ever Chief Justice?
Oh, so Justice of the Supreme Court. I'm so stupid.
That's what I thought it meant too.
That's what I thought it meant. Well, America sucks. That's all I've learned. There's still 3 more questions left. Okay, we can't get anything else wrong after this now. We've gotten 4 wrong. Anything more is a failing grade.
Wait, look at the little paragraph up there. One survey found that 64% of American citizens would fail the test even when given the questions in multiple choice format, as we have it here. Immigrants taking the exam as part of their application tend to fare much better. The combined pass rate for the exam and an English evaluation performed at the same interview is 91%.
It's kind of valid, though.
I think for them, it's open-ended, too. They don't have the multiple choice like we have right now.
Oh, seriously? Okay, that changes everything.
I think it's literally like they sit in a room, there's another person on the other side, and they just shoot off the questions.
That's actually terrifying. No, that's a straight up
So
interrogation.
you don't even get to write it down. You don't even get to write it down.
That's even worse.
But I could also be so wrong. I could be so wrong.
This is worse than a verbal test in like a different language or like Spanish. Yeah. Holy.
I tried giving a presentation in Italian and I literally had a mental breakdown. I had a panic attack. I couldn't imagine.
Well, I mean, it's a disgrace to you because you are Italian. So that's different.
Wow.
But you don't need to talk about my lack of bilingualism. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All we need to worry about is the House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
Yeah, we do that one. Okay, we can't fuck these two questions up, okay? The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Which of these men was not one of the authors? Oh, we're fucked.
Oh, not?
Oh, we are
Because I
fucked.
think John Adams was an author. I don't know who John Jay is.
I've heard of the name John Jay, mainly because it has my name, so I kind of get excited. But
it's either John Jay or Alexander Hamilton.
I think it's Alexander Hamilton.
I feel like it could be him, but he was also a very busy man in a multitude of ways.
He owned slaves.
I want to say it's John Jay. I don't recognize that name. Who is that man?
I don't remember. I just know the name. Fuck. Watch it be James Madison. I'm gonna. What do I go for?
No, James Madison's a chill boy.
I know. I wouldn't want to be.
He worked hard.
What does that have to do with the Federalist Papers?
He was like our 5th president. He was like there during that time. He was one of the many. John Adams was 2nd. James Madison was, I think, like 5th.
Okay, so are we saying Alexander
James
Hamilton?
Madison was a little mousy boy.
All right, or we'll say John Jay.
I'm saying John Jay. Who is that man? He's not allowed in the club.
John Adams! He was one of the founding fathers, but not on the Federalist Papers. Oh,
bro,
no.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a single second. I thought my man had a whole newspaper.
Well, when was the Constitution written? Before the ICE agents knock on our door?
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this. It's not 1492 and not 1865. I'm pretty sure it's 1776. I'm between that. I think it's a
I
good
don't know
chance
if that's when we started the Revolutionary War or when the Constitution was written.
I say we lock in and pray to God we don't get shot. Fuck me.
Boom! Boom! Shotguns to our head. Editor, put this in. Put fucking boom, boom, boom.
We actually don't know this. We are
we straight up got deported. We got deported with these.
We got actually deported. There's no way. Guys, it was real knowing you all. It was real. Next time you'll see us,
real.
We are going to be
in a detention center.
We'll be in a detention center.
We are going to be in a detention center in Guam because they're going to be nice to us since we got that question right.
That is true.
We are going to get beaten over the head with batons, but at the very least, one of them will be holding a camera so that we can record the next episode for you guys while we're being pummeled to death. And
we will be
you know what? I'll probably marry one of the ICE agents to sort of keep in theme with my tarot cards.
And then eventually that ICE agent will murder you in your sleep.
Not in my sleep. On podcast.
On the podcast. Middle of the podcast. We just hear like, I'm like, Robyn, you okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's okay, guys.
If that man is really my husband, he will know I want to monetize every last moment of my life.
I'll make sure I get it animated too. Your last moments. I'll make sure I commission some random artist to animate the entire segment of you just getting choked out by your husband, aka your ice.
And make sure BB No Money samples my screams in his next song.
Oh fuck yeah! The next fucking Jersey Club beat is gonna be just like fucking chicken noises. Oh damn, that beat goes hard. Well, I think that's it. As we're getting deported, please be sure to click on a video on one of the screens right now or watch another episode because, we need the money.
Bitches.
We need the money that we're not getting paid.
We gotta bail ourselves out of ICE.
I don't think they accept bails or bonds.
Goodbye.
We're getting the ICE agents are on their way right now.